Are you wondering how you can get started with Instagram and you're in real estate? Don't worry, I can help. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book, Get Social Smart. And it's episode 217 of the Get Social Smart show, and this video is Instagram 101 for realtors. If you are a brand new person who is trying to figure out Instagram, you are in the right place. Now, I will say we've done some more advanced training on Instagram. We will drop those links below. If you're watching over on YouTube, check out some of those additional links. That's going to help you with some more additional advanced features, but this is all about 101. So let's dive into a few tips that are going to help you get started with Instagram. Number one, set up your account. So when you set up your account, one thing to know is Instagram is primarily a mobile app. Now you can access it on the computer, on your desktop, but really it was designed for mobile only. So when you're setting up your account, you want to make sure you download the app. It's a free app. You can download it either through iTunes or through Android. And when you're setting up your account, there's a couple things that you want to think about. So first off, you want to either have a personal, business, or creator account. Now, since we're talking about Instagram for business, I really recommend that you either have a business or a creator account. They're very similar. There's a few slight differences, but basically by having a business or a creator account, it's going to allow you to do a lot more things, and really it's going to show that you are open for business. Now, a lot of you might already have a personal account. You can actually turn your personal account into a business account. That's what I did. You can go into your account settings. There's a little button that you can flip, and you can turn that into a business account. I would also recommend that you have a public account. So you might choose to have a private personal account just for friends and family, but for business, I do recommend having a public account. It's a lot like having a retail store and the door is open for business, right? For Instagram, you want a public account. You want your door open for business. You also want to pick a name that people are going to know you by. So in real estate, most people know you by your name, so you want to try to pick your name if possible, or some combination of your name. You want to make it really easy for people to find you. The other thing that's really important when you're setting up your account is your bio. So you want to make sure that you take some time to tell people who you are, what brokerage you're with. You have limited real estate. You only have about 150, 160 characters. So keep it brief, talk a little bit about personal, a little bit about business, and share who you are. Number two, update your bio with a few additional pieces of relevant information. So not only do you want to have a little bit about who you are professionally and who you are personally, you want to make sure you have an appropriate link in your bio. Now, in Instagram, you're really only allowed one live link in all of Instagram, which means if you're posting in your feed or you're posting to stories, and we'll get into some of those different nuances in a minute, there's no clickable links anywhere on Instagram except your bio. So a lot of agents just put the link to their website in there. But what I recommend is to use a free tool called Linktree. Linktree is totally free. If you follow me over on Instagram and you click the link in my bio, you'll see my Linktree link. What's great about this with Linktree is you can have multiple links in your bio. So you can have a link to your Facebook page, a link to your latest listings, a link to your recent open houses, or any other links that you want to drive people to. So that's definitely a small thing that makes a big difference. Tip number three, understand the different areas of Instagram. There's actually 5 big areas of Instagram. So we've got Instagram stories, and Instagram stories are the small little circles at the very top of your feed. Again, those are prime real estate, no pun intended, but they're prime real estate across the top. Instagram stories are here today and they're gone in 24 hours, which means a lot of folks use those for behind the scenes footage. Then you have your feed. As you're scrolling through Instagram, you're looking at photos and videos. That's your feed. Your feed can either be photos, graphics, or videos up to 1 minute. I like to look at the feed as kind of like your resume. It's like the best of the best. So if you're sharing a picture of a beautiful listing in your feed, the stories is like the behind the scenes, right? It's the story behind the story. Then we have Instagram Reels. This just came out pretty recently. If you're familiar with TikTok, it's very similar to TikTok. As of the recording of this video, Reels are videos up to 30 seconds. They're creative, they're playful, you can add music, they're really fun. I probably wouldn't recommend jumping in right away with Reels when you first start with Instagram. Get some of these basics down, and then you can jump into some of the more creative aspects with Reels. Also with Instagram, we have IGTV. That's Instagram TV. This is where if you have video longer than a minute, you can put that video over to IGTV. So a a lot of times our video that we have on YouTube, we will repurpose that and put that over onto IGTV. The last area of Instagram is IG Live. So Instagram Live, very similar to Facebook Live. You can broadcast live in the moment. You can actually bring guests onto your Instagram Live. A lot of real estate agents will do like virtual open houses using Instagram Live. That live broadcast stays on your profile, but then you can download it and put it over to IGTV. So I want to make sure I explain those 5 key areas. So tip number 4 is develop your content plan. Now, I know when I talk about those 5 key areas, if you just started your account and you just updated your bio, and now I've told you about all these places of Instagram, it can feel a little overwhelming. So what I would recommend when we think about your content plan is I would recommend you focus on 2 key areas of Instagram to start. I would focus on your feed and I would focus on stories. I would focus on posting 2 or 3 times a week in the feed and if possible, a couple times a day in your stories. Now remember, with a story, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be super edited. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be a little bit of a behind the scenes into who you are, what you do. I often say, look at your life as content as you're out and about, as you're on broker's tour, as you are at a home inspection, as you are previewing property. That might be a great opportunity to showcase and to do a little story behind the scenes. So think about your content strategy. Think about what you can post in the feed as well as your story. And as I mentioned a second ago, your feed, I kind of consider that like your resume, right? It's sort of the best of the best in terms of pictures and graphics and videos. If you're stuck on content, what I would recommend is that you think about the who, what, where, and why. So who is who are you? What are you all about? Who do you serve? What do you do? Why do you love what you do? What are you most passionate about? What's most important to you? Where do you serve? And thinking about those different pieces of who you are, what you're all about, why you got into real estate, who you serve, your community, that's going to give you some inspiration for content, especially on Instagram. Tip number 5, connect with clients, colleagues, and friends on Instagram. So you've set up your account, you've optimized your bio, you have explored some of the different areas of Instagram, you started focusing, posting fairly regularly, consistently with content. So how do we grow your Instagram? It's really about connecting with other people, right? Because if you're posting and we're not connected to anybody, no one's seeing your content. So now is an opportunity to search to see your colleagues, your friends, your clients, if they're on Instagram. When you go onto Instagram in your settings, you can actually check your contacts and it'll actually pull your contacts from your phone and it'll show you who from your contacts on your phone are on Instagram and you can choose to follow those people. So you also might decide to search out local businesses. You know, you might consider searching out your top 5 to 10 local restaurants, boutiques, hair salons, local newspapers, local bloggers, local photographers. Search them out, see if they're on Instagram, give them a follow, and spend a little bit of time as you're thinking about your Instagram strategy, not just posting, but taking a few minutes each day to engage with your feed and engage with your followers. I'm a big believer in doing something called Focus 5, where every day you take 5 minutes, scroll through your Instagram feed, and find 5 people that you can engage with. So those are just a few basic tips. Again, I wanted to just kind of do a really simple one-on-one video for 2021 of how you can get started with Instagram. This is also really helpful if maybe you set up an Instagram account a while ago, but it's time to kind of jumpstart what you're doing with Instagram. Now, if you're looking for some additional training and guidance when it comes to Instagram, I would love if you would download our free InstaGuide. Go to katielance.com/InstaGuide. It's going to give you tons of tips and tricks and ideas and examples for how you can take your Instagram to that next level. And also, if you're watching this over on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell button because we have new videos that come out each and every week. All right, are you active on Instagram? Have you set up your account yet? Let me know. Drop your Instagram handle in the comments below. I would love to connect with you over there. Give me a follow over on Instagram. I'm at Katie Lance. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.